Hi everyone, Animal Girl here, back with another of my top favorite video countdowns. And because Endgames was released last Friday, and I apologize for not getting this out on Friday, last Friday, the 3rd, I had a lot of things going on that week. Or not the 3rd, today's the 3rd, the 26th. I had a lot of things going on that week. I'm sorry I looked at the wrong date. But anyways, in honor of that movie coming out, I am doing my top 5 favorite Marvel's Avengers heroes. Now, please keep in mind, well, first off, the Avengers started the franchise back in, I believe, 2008 with the first Iron Man movie starring Robert Downey Jr. and has gone through an amazing amount of movies all the way up to Endgame, with a few more movies scheduled to be released after Endgame as well. Now, keep in mind the Avengers, or the Marvel heroes seen in this video are solely from the Avengers film franchise. So while I do have characters from the X-Men and the Fantastic Four, whom I like as well and are part of the Marvel's universe, comic book wise and everything, and there's also the Defenders, Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, and Luke Cage, they are not going to be part of this video. This is solely characters from the Avengers film franchise. Okay, I will do a separate video that covers all the characters in, or all the heroes in the Marvel's universe, which will also include X-Men, the Defenders, and the Fantastic Four as well. But that will be a separate video. Okay. Number 5 is Iron Man, aka Tony Stark. Yes, I like Iron Man. I like Iron Man a lot more than I like Captain America. I was on Team Iron Man for Civil War. I basically like Iron Man for a lot of the same reasons why I like Batman. And not because they're both out of costume rich people. I like how and I'm trying to word this right. I like how they're both, in a sense, the leaders of their group, but not solely the leaders of the group. Iron Man does share leadership of the group with Captain America and whatnot. And also, one of the things I like about Iron Man is that he is the exact opposite of Captain America in terms of what he's willing to do to get the job done. Captain America has to follow the rules and is very, very rigid about that. Tony, or Iron Man, however you want to call him since they're the same person, is okay where if the rules need to be broken for the greater good, he will do that. I'm not advertising that you should, break the rules for that. I'm just saying in this sense, in the Marvel's universe, sometimes that's okay. And that's one of the reasons why I do like Tony, aka Iron Man, and why he is number 5 on this list. Number 4 is Spider-Man, aka Peter Parker. One of the big things I love about Spider-Man is the message behind why he does what he does, or his hero mantra, which is, with great powers comes great responsibility. Now, that just doesn't, to me, mean that if you have superpowers, you have a responsibility to use those superpowers properly. That means that with anything comes the responsibility to do the right thing. having a police officer having a badge, a fireman having the ability to do things, even a normal everyday person like you or me knowing right or wrong means we have the responsibility to be a better person. And that is one of the main reasons why I like Spider-Man. Also, I like his costume. It's mostly red and blue, and those are my two favorite colors. And movie-wise, Spider-Man, through Spider-Man 3, I have not yet seen The Amazing Spider-Man. I like how he's able to actually generate the webs in the comic books and the TV shows, and I believe in Spider-Man Homecoming he actually has to make the fluid, like literally like in a lab, make the fluid that creates the webs. All in all, I like that. I like his abilities. I like his powers. I like the fact that he's able to sense danger and whatnot. Believe it or not, some spiders actually are able to do that. All of his powers go directly to what spiders can do. He can climb walls like a spider. He is very acrobatic like a spider. He has a danger sense, which he refers to as a spider sense or spidey sense, that some spiders have. He has incredible strength like some spiders do. Everything he does is he's able to do is like a spider, and that's one of the things I like about him. Now, I don't like spiders. I'm not saying that I love spiders. I actually do not like spiders, but I do like him. I think he is a very amazing hero. Plus, he is balancing being a hero, working part-time, and going to school. Not many other heroes out there are trying to juggle three things, and he is one of the few Marvel heroes that actually has to keep his hero identity and his secret identity, his real identity, his hero identity is secret, and he's actually doing a pretty good job of it. I think there's only like 2 or 3 people outside of the Avengers that actually know who he is. Number 3 is a newcomer to the Avengers franchise, and that is Captain Marvel, aka Carol Danvers, and if I misspelled her last name, I apologize. I actually saw her movie opening day, May 8th, which was International Women's Day. I don't know if that was intentional or not, on their part to release her movie on International Women's Day. Me going to see it when it came out, that was intentional. But she is definitely one of my favorite characters, one of my favorite heroes in the Marvel Heroes franchise, and she is the only woman to have the title role in a movie that she is not sharing with anyone else. Granted, Wasp had a title role in Ant-Man and Wasp, but she had to share that title and the spotlight with Ant-Man. Captain Marvel was on her own. It was not Captain Marvel and whatever. It was just Captain Marvel. It was all about her origins, and also kind of the origins of the Avengers franchise, and some backstory on Fury as well. But we'll get into that in the Captain Marvel movie talk review. But she is definitely number 3 in this countdown. Okay, number 2 is Doctor Strange, aka the Sorcerer Supreme. I don't think that came out in the Doctor Strange movie, but that is what he is referred to in the franchise, is the Sorcerer Supreme. For those of you who did not know that or didn't catch it in the Doctor Strange movie. One of my favorite movies in the franchise. I'll probably at some point in time do a top favorites Avenger film franchise movie countdown as well. But Doctor Strange is one of my favorites. Even before his movie came out, before they were even thinking about making a Doctor Strange movie for the Marvel's franchise, he was one of my favorite Avengers characters. When I was playing this online event, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. game where you were a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent and you fought alongside Marvel heroes, he was one of the first heroes I had to acquire. Not that I did acquire, but when I had the choice, he was one of the first heroes that I actually chose to acquire. A lot of the other ones I think you had to get as they came. But I was given a choice for him to get a character, and I chose him because he is one of my favorite characters in the Marvel's universe, and this is going into also X-Men and the Fantastic Four and the Inhumans and the Defenders and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and all of that. Anything Marvel character-wise, he is one of my favorite characters. He will always rank pretty high up on the list. May not always be number 2, but will rank relatively within the top 5, possibly top 10 characters of the list. Okay, and my number 1 favorite hero in the Marvel's film franchise is Black Panther, aka, if I mispronounce his name, I apologize, T'Challa. I love Black Panther. Number 1, I love Black Panthers. The animal. I absolutely love the Black Panther animal. So a hero named after that animal is going to get a lot of extra bonus points in my from me. Number 2, he is a king. None of the other characters in the Marvel Films franchise are royalty. He is the only one. So he actually has a lot of power, not only physical superhuman power, but a lot of political power in the fact that he rules over this country. Number 2, and this is kind of a fun fact, he was the first African American hero. He paved the way for heroes such as Falcon and War Machine and Storm to come into these franchises. And for those of you that are like, well, hey, Nick Fury's been around like longer than him. Yes, he has. But keep in mind, in the comic books, Nick Fury was not African American. That was changed for the franchise, I think solely because they wanted Samuel L. Jackson to play Nick Fury. Which is okay. I mean, I think Samuel L. Jackson did a wonderful job portraying Nick Fury. I mean, let me know what you thought of his portrayal of Nick Fury. And he would have been on this list, but I am not trying to do members from S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm trying to do the actual, heroes. I will do a S.H.I.E.L.D. list at some other point in time if I can find pictures of the characters. And that'll include characters from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as well as S.H.I.E.L.D. agents within the movies as well. So we'll be seeing Nick Fury, Mara Hill, Coulson, May, Skye, Fitzsimmons on that list. But that'll be at some other point in time. But Black Panther was my favorite character. I loved him in the animated movie, The Ultimate Avengers 2, Rise of the Black Panther, which is the first time I've ever seen him. And I loved him in Civil War, and I loved him in his own movie, The Black Panther. I've actually seen that movie 3 times already. Once in theaters, opening weekend when it came out last winter, and then twice after I got the DVD. It is one of my favorite Avengers movies, if not my absolute favorite Avengers movie. And one of the things I absolutely love about that is his costume is just amazing. I mean, I'm not 100% sure how it works in the comic books or in the animated movie, because I only saw the animated movie once and I've never read the comic books. But in the show, or in the movie, the live action movie, it absorbs impacts and then redirects it. It fits into those teeth around his neck and whatnot, and he's able to do all kinds of amazing things. His claws enable him to do all kinds of amazing things. And he has access to amazing technology as well, compliments of his little sister, who is probably the foremost technical genius in Wakanda. So I do like that. There's just a lot of things about him that I absolutely love, and we will get more into things I like about him when I do a review on his movie. But keep in mind, we have 6 movies, maybe more, maybe less. I'm not 100% sure where Ant-Man and Wasp fit in there, to get through first. So 6 or 7 movies ahead of his that I have to get through first. And that's just the Avengers movies. I can't say for sure when I'm going to get around to Ant-Man through Thor Ragnarok or Ant-Man through Ant-Man and Wasp just yet. But I promise you, once we get to Black Panther in Movie Talk, I will get into more details on him. I don't want to really give away any spoilers until we get to the movie. Okay, feel free to leave your comments and questions in the comment section. I do love to read those. If you have an Avengers hero, and again, this has to be a hero from any of the Avengers franchise movies, so Iron Man, The Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America, The Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy, Ant-Man, Black Panther, Thor Ragnarok, Thor Dark World, Captain America the Winter Soldier, Captain America Civil War, Avengers Infinity Wars, Avengers Endgames, Captain Marvel, Spider-Man Homecoming, any character who's a hero from those movies that you like, let me know in the comment section. If they didn't make the list, I apologize for not mentioning them, but keep in mind these are my favorites. And my favorites may not be your favorites. I may have your favorites on there, but they may be in a different order. This is strictly my opinion. So please do keep that in mind. But yeah, I'd love to hear who your favorites are. You can do a countdown like I did here. You can just say your #1 favorite hero within the Avengers franchise. I'm okay with that. If you want to branch off into X-Men and the Fantastic Four as well, and the Defenders, I'm not going, that's okay. You can mention them. Just keep in mind the main reason why they were not on this list is I don't know that much about the Defenders. I haven't really seen those shows. I mean, I know who they are. I don't know much about how they fit in to the franchise. And as for X-Men and the Fantastic Four, they are not part of the Avengers film franchise, which is why none of those characters are on the list. They will be on the Marvel's hero list, though. Feel free to follow me on Wattpad, Tumblr, Instagram, Twitter, and DeviantArt. I do have my name for those 5 sites right there on the screen, as well as the pictures they use for the icons. Please note, all pictures seen within this video belong to their respected artists. I own absolutely nothing. I will also have the links for those 5 sites that I mentioned in the description section as well. Okay, quick reminder on my comment rules. Okay, feel free to check out my related videos. My other top favorite videos. my top favorite special edition videos. And my other videos. Okay, before I sign off, a couple of things I'd like to touch on. First off, and this is for my YouTube subscribers, any of my videos that cannot be found on YouTube can be found on my Facebook page. I will have the link for that in the description section. And this is for my Facebook friends. Any of my videos that are not on Facebook can be found on my YouTube channel. I will be posting the link for those in the description section. However, if you are having any problems whatsoever viewing those links, you can check them out on my YouTube channel. I will have the link for that in the description section. And just to make it a little easier for you guys, if you're looking for my TV Talk videos, here's a list of all the TV shows that I've either done TV Talk videos on or I'm currently doing TV Talk videos on. Okay, and finally, I would like to dedicate this video to the memory of Stan Lee, who actually created these amazing and inspiring heroes. As always, thank you for watching and have a very nice day.